Hello everyone, this is Rabbitearsblog and welcome to another Movie News Roundup series. So we got a lot of Movie News Roundup this week, but before we get into it, here are a few words from the channel. Alright everybody, it's time to get on the social media train. Want to chat with me in 100 words or less? Then check out my Twitter account. Want to talk about movies, TV shows, and video games within the group? Then check out my Facebook account. Want to check out some of my ultra cool fan art? Then check out my DeviantArt page. Want to get the lowdown on everything that's happening on this channel? Then check all of the above. And now, we return to our regularly scheduled program. So this episode of Movie News Roundup is going to be based mostly on the Sonic the Hedgehog movie sequel, because there's been a lot of leaked set photos regarding the movie. And because there's so many leaked set photos about the movie, I wanted to dedicate a whole video with showcasing some of the photos that were interesting to me, and I wanted to share it with you guys. But before we get into this, here are a few warnings. First off, I didn't get all the photos that were leaked out. There were so many set photos being leaked out that I figured I was going to be here all day if I tried to go through all of the set photos that were leaked out. So I just picked a few set photos that I really liked, and I'll talk about each and every one of these set photos when we get through the video. And second, because there's a lot of leaked photos in this video, there will be some mild spoilers throughout this video. That's if you consider leaked photos being something like a spoiler to the movie. So for those of you who don't want to be spoiled by these photos, you could jump to this point in the video to avoid the spoilers. However, for those of you who do want to watch these photos and you want to see my opinions on these photos, then keep watching. So now let's begin with the photos. So the first photo that's showing here is a picture of an ice cream truck. It has Scoop Princess on the truck. And I thought this is really interesting because I'm thinking to myself, maybe this is a scene in the movie where Sonic and Tails go to this ice cream place. And for those of you who know about your history with Sonic the Hedgehog and with Tails as a character, he's probably going to go there and get a mint ice cream because Tails' favorite food in the games is mint candy. So I'm assuming that Sonic and Tails will be going to this ice cream place and Tails is going to have a mint ice cream because he loves mint. So I do hope we see a scene like that in this movie. And then the next scene is, of course, of a hot dog vendor. For those of you who've seen the first movie, you know that Sonic the Hedgehog loves chili dogs. So I love the fact that there's a hot dog machine right there. So maybe we see Sonic the Hedgehog eating more chili dogs while he's bonding with Tails in the scene. At least that's what I hope would happen in the scene. Like maybe we see Tails and Sonic bond with each other, and you see Tails eating ice cream while Sonic's eating his chili dogs. So I do like the fact that we're seeing the hot dog vendor machine in this photo. And then the next photo is an overview of a city. This is where the chase scene is going to be taking place. So as most of you may know, there's going to be a car chase scene in this movie. So this is where the car chase scene is going to take place at. And I think the overview of the city looks so beautiful. I wonder if we're going to get that kind of shot in this movie. So I can't wait to see that. And then here we have a shot of Fort Langley. That's the town that they're going to be recording the Green Hills town in. So for those of you who notice, they're going to have a new location for the town of Green Hills in the sequel. So this is the town of Green Hills, or at least this is going to be the new location for the town of Green Hills. And I think it looks really good. I like how it looks very old-fashioned, but a little more updated compared to the last movie. So this is a pretty cool look for Green Hills, and I'm excited to see what kind of places they're going to go to in this version of Green Hills. And of course we have another photo that says now playing True Grit. For those of you who don't know, True Grit was this movie that came out years ago. So it was interesting that they're having an R-rated movie, I believe, that's being featured in this kids movie. So that's really interesting. But yeah, I like the fact that there's a movie theater in this movie, so it makes me think if there's going to be a scene where Tom, Maddie, or Sonic and Tails go to a movie in the movie. So that would be interesting to see. Now here's one of the biggest photos that was released, and that was seeing the pictures of all these gun machines. So for those of you who don't know, Gun is a secret military organization that got their first start in Sonic Adventure 2, and the fact that they're actually showing Gun this early into the sequel has me really interested. Like, it makes me curious into whether or not they're going to introduce Shadow in this movie, which I kind of hope they don't, only because I feel like the movie's going to be bloated if they do introduce Shadow in the sequel. But if they do have Shadow as an end credits scene, then that's fine with me. But the fact that they're introducing Gun in this movie was really interesting. So you see all the gun tanks coming through the town of Green Hills, and I really like the look of those tanks in there. And then here's another gun related photo, like you have a helicopter coming in to the town hall of Green Hills. That's pretty awesome that we see in a Green Hills town hall, so it makes me wonder what's going to happen in that scene. And the fact that you have Gun there it makes me wonder what kind of things is going on that has Gun involved. Because if Gun is like the secret military organization, then something big must have happened to have Gun be involved in the small town of Green Hills. So I am interested in seeing what Gun's role is going to be in this movie and what exactly is going on in Green Hills that caused Gun to come down there in the first place. Maybe they noticed that Sonic exists and they want to go after him, or maybe Dr. Robotnik came back to the planet Earth and they're trying to take him down. The possibilities are endless, so I'm really looking forward to seeing Gun's role in this movie. And this is one of my favorite shots. This is an image of Tom and Maddie running through some debris, and it makes me think that they're getting involved in a really intense fight, that the town of Green Hills probably be partially destroyed or something like that. But I just love this shot of seeing Tom and Maddie running and having this intense look on their face. It makes me think that something bad is happening. Well, aside from the fact that the town's being destroyed, but maybe something happened to Sonic and they're like, oh, we gotta find Sonic, we gotta rescue him. So I really love this shot of Tom and Maddie running through all this debris. And then here's the streets of Green Hills and all this debris going on. So I'm assuming there's going to be a big fight going on in Green Hills, and it's probably going to involve Dr. Robotnik. So I like how destroyed this place looks, and I'm actually really concerned about what's going on in Green Hills, like what caused all of this destruction. Maybe Dr. Robotnik comes back and is destroying the town. So this is a really intense shot right there. And then the final shot that really got people talking is that now it's been confirmed that Knuckles the Echidna is going to be in the sequel, because you see all these statues of Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles standing side by side each other. And this is really exciting. Like, I made a prediction video a few months ago when the first movie was released, and I made a prediction that Knuckles might show up in the sequel, and lo and behold, here he is in the sequel. So I'm excited to see what Knuckles' role in the sequel is going to be. But let's talk about how he looks like. I love how Knuckles looks in this photo. Like, he looks much bigger than Sonic is, which is really interesting to me. But I think it's still pretty interesting just seeing Knuckles being bigger than Sonic, since he's stronger than Sonic. And you see his hair. I love the way his hair looks. I love this anger look on Knuckles' face. He looks just like he does in the games, and I just love that. Now, the only thing missing from Knuckles is his white fur markings on his chest, but I'm assuming that they're going to eventually put all that into the CGI animation. Like, these are just stand-ins, so these are not the final designs for the characters, but they look so much better than the design we got for the original Sonic the Hedgehog. I mean, that original design was like horrible, but this one is fantastic. Like, all three characters look fantastic. Tails look fantastic, Sonic looks fantastic, and now Knuckles look fantastic. And the fact that we got the Sonic Heroes team, or Team Sonic, in this scene together makes me really excited for this scene, and I just can't wait to see what's going to happen with those three in the sequel. So those are the set photos that I was interested the most in, and there's a lot of interesting things about these set photos. Like, it looks like they're filming a fight scene that's going to happen in Green Hills, and it looks like everything's going to get destroyed in Green Hills, and I'm really excited about that scene. Like, it looks like this sequel is going to be more tense in tone than the first movie, which is awesome. And the fact that they confirmed now that Knuckles is officially going to be in the sequel, it's just got me really excited. So I can't wait to see how Knuckles is going to be portrayed in this movie, if he and Sonic are going to fight off each other because of the backstory. Like, you have Knuckles' tribe attack Sonic's mother figure Longclaw in the first movie, so it makes me wonder what kind of relationship Sonic's going to have with Knuckles, or how he's going to react to when he meets Knuckles for the first time. Is he going to be downright angry? Is he going to be terrified? I hope Sonic is angry, because I love to see the angry side to Sonic in the sequel. But overall, these set photos look fantastic, and I can't wait to see where the sequel is going to go to in the near future, and I hope that the sequel is just as successful as the first movie, if not more so. So I'm really excited to see the sequel now, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen in the sequel. So tell me in the comments down below, did you guys enjoy these set photos? And what were some of your favorite set photos? And what do you hope to see in the Sonic the Hedgehog movie sequel? Please feel free to tell me in the comments down below. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Rabbitearsblog, and I'll see you guys later.